Yatakshasu manobuddhihi tattvadirikdhvashta bandhanaha asitaha paramam yogam nadeham bubudegatam. Dadhichi Muni controlled his senses, life force, mind and intelligence. He became absorbed in trance. Thus he cut off his mental bonds. He could not perceive how his mental body became separated from his self. So what is the biggest fear we are having? We admit or not admit? Death. The most painful condition. And why? Because actually there is nothing painful about death. It only shows you the reality. You are living in a temporary body. But we don't want to accept it. We don't want to accept. Just like a prisoner. If he says, I want to go outside this jail, I want to go walk on the road, the jailer says you cannot go. He feels suffering. Because at that time he realizes the limitation. Therefore, see what happens, we are always feeling this body is spiritual. We are in the total illusion. Sometime the reality is brought to us in terms of disease. We get very depressed. Why you are depressed? It is part and parcel of the game. When we are, just like you are in a jail, certain facilities are not allowed. Correct? Is it allowed? Can you go outside? Can you get a mobile in the jail? Can you have a party in the jail? Cannot. There's so many restrictions. When you see the restriction, then you feel very depressed. So similarly, we are in stage which is known as the conditioned stage. Conditioned stage of existence means we are limited. But we do not understand we are limited. So therefore, when the limitations hit us, we start getting sad. You understand this point? The limitations hit us. The body is becoming old, becoming diseased. And we feel so much pain, we feel so much disturbance. And also that is one side. And other side is that we take the present situation as all in all. The example is given in Bhagavatam, a detailed example that two are given. One example is the deer which is enjoying in a forest with the she deer. There is a nice waterfall. Nice smell of the rose is there. And he's very happy. He doesn't know a tiger is waiting to jump on him any time. And a hunter is also behind a bush someplace. Correct? He is thinking his present situation as all in all. So body is there presently very healthy. There is no pain in the body. I take that as all in all. That's not going to remain all the time. You go to any old person and see how much difficulties they start facing when the organs start collapsing. Kidney just doesn't function anymore now. No taste in the mouth. The liver doesn't work. And so much physical difficulties we have. So actually most of the people in the society, they don't want to discuss the difficulties of old age. And they cheat each other. And that's a very funny thing. When we had gone for a silver jubilee, so many realizations I got. One thing, some of the persons I used to know, they were so handsome. All are looking so ugly because we all have become fat and all. And second thing, we are cheating each other. You look same, but actually the fact is none of us look same. Correct? We do like that. We encourage each other somehow, but actually things change so much as a time. Kalena sarvatra gabhir ramhasa. The time will destroy everything. But it's a reality. Time will bring everything. So we don't want to accept it. We are actually living in material kala. We are thinking we are in the spiritual kala. And next day it is everything should be same. Things are not same. We have to accept to the fact now. Some of the people who love are no longer in this world. Already it has happened. We don't want to accept the situation. We still, because in the material world, as yesterday night we had discussion of the kala. Material world, the kala destroys things. That is the word. Kala. In the spiritual world, this kala cannot be perceived. You cannot say it is another day because everything is same. If you have the watch, how to move? Something should change, no? There is no change happening. Everything is exactly same every day. And nobody grows old, nothing happens in that way. Okay? And no calamities happen there, no demons are there. Everything is constant. But what is happening in the spiritual world? Every day, our love for Krishna is expanding, and more we are feeling happy and joyous in service to Krishna. That is the spiritual world. It's unimaginably beautiful. And now, generally, when somebody dies, it's considered very unfortunate. Poor fellow had to suffer so much. But Prabhupada says, for a devotee, what happens for a devotee? For a devotee, death is like a lightning. What happens in lightning? There's a huge thunder sound and then bright light. So there may be some inconvenience. And here it is even something more revealed. Devotee doesn't even come to know when the body was separated from the soul. He doesn't come to know also. Prabhupada says in the purport, he doesn't even experience the pain. It doesn't say that. The Bhakti Yogi always think of Krishna, and therefore at the time of death he can very easily transfer himself to Krishna Loka without even perceiving the pains of death. Now you can be blissful. Chant more attentively. Even that Krishna will take away. It is just like a example is given. It like a little, thunder. Definitely some inconvenience is there. But Prabhupada is saying something revealing more today. He doesn't even experience the pain of death. Because he is in the loving hands of Krishna, where Krishna will give inconvenience. Externally, yes. But Prabhupada is saying internally Krishna will not. Why Krishna has to give pain to his devotee? Why? For what purpose? He doesn't give. So what you will feel? The body is separated, and then you open your eyes, you are in the spiritual world. You want that? That is what is being given here, Dadhichi Muni. So anyway, this is an analysis called Neti. We see the body and we see the different elements. These elements are part of the nature. It has nothing to do with me. I am the spirit soul. I have come from the spiritual world. And here in the material world, a body has been created around me from the different element borrowed from the Pancha Mahabhuta. Correct? Earth, water, fire, ether. We have borrowed some elements and this body has been made. But it has nothing to do with me. It belongs to the nature. Let it go back there. Water belongs to the ocean. Let it go back there. Air belongs to the air. Let it go back there. Earth belongs to the earth. Go there. Everything I give back. And what remains is the pure spirit soul. So Dadhichi Muni knows even mystic yoga. He is separating himself from this body. And actually in Krishna conscious Prabhupada said something very nice. And there was once Prabhupada goes for a lecture in a college. Prabhupada always spoke direct Krishna consciousness. We do so much gymnastics. We give something what is called a bridge to Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada has certified that also because he created an institute to give a bridge. Bhakti Vedanta Institute. It talks scientifically to people. I had not become a devotee unless the bridge was there. Prabhupada recognizes the need for this because we are so much in a shell. The direct, but Prabhupada, being an acharya, is too powerful. He doesn't need any bridge. Prabhupada doesn't say. He hits. There is one book he writes. Anybody has read that book? Easy Journey to Other Planets? He writes in a scientific language, that book. If somebody can try to read that book. But generally Prabhupada gives a direct preaching. So he's telling, first Prabhupada used to do in a college program, 45 minutes kirtan. Not 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 45 minutes kirtan. Then Prabhupada used to give, that's a structure of Prabhupada, all college program Prabhupada gave. First 45 minutes kirtan. And he was invited to all the universities, please come. And next Prabhupada used to take another class of 45 minutes. And I was reading some of the classes. So if you chant this Maha Mantra, the process given by Lord Chaitanya, the first installment of mercy will be, you will understand you are not the body. Direct. He is not saying, so therefore, no, straight. He is talking about Lord Chaitanya, and please accept the process, and the first installment of mercy will not be at the body. So Dadhichi Muni is actually very self-realized. he had advanced spiritual knowledge. And we know even Ashwini Kumaras were his disciples. We remember the instance of Ashwini Kumaras? What happened? Ashwini Kumaras, they wanted to get knowledge from Dadhichi Muni. He's a self-realized soul. Indra came and warned Dadhichi, don't teach them for some reason. I'll cut your head if you do that. So Ashwini Kumaras are also the Vaidyas. In Ayurveda, they are one of the chiefs. They said, doesn't matter. What we will do, we'll cut your head and put a horse head on you. Okay? And let Indra cut your head, then he'll put back your head. Can you imagine such a small thing? Today science can do this. Can they do this? They're so proud. Can they play around like this? It is not medically impossible. And I was telling you that joke will come one day. When they do that, see, suppose I take one head and I put another head. I discussed this point previously. Which personality the person will live? According to science, it should be the head, because for them, everything is some complex arrangement of chemicals here which is giving life. True? It's the head. Everything in the head. Correct? For them, there is no difference between brain, mind and the soul. It's all one. So it is here. So if I cut the head and put on another person, which person it should be? Suppose I take your head and put another head here. So will it be you or will it be another person? Will it be Shankar or will it be, say I take one person called Rahul. I take Rahul head and put on your head. I remove your head. So now this person will be Rahul or Shankar? No, it will be Shankar. I'll give you an example of Ganesha. Lord Shiva cut his head for some reason. And then Mother Parvati said, Papa, what have you done? I only made him stand there. Okay? So he said, okay, no problem. He took an elephant and put there. Okay? So he became the elephant or the Ganesha. He continued to be the Ganesha. He became elephant or what? Take another example of, here now we are talking about Ashwini Kumaras. No, the Dadhichi. Dadhichi, they took his head out and put a head of a horse there. Correct? And then he gave from the horse the whole knowledge. He spoke somehow. Through that mouth he spoke. And Ashwini Kumaras got all the spiritual knowledge. Indra got angry, cut the head. And he went away and they put back his head, original head. So Dadhichi Muni never changed. He remained the same person. Now scientists are also trying this and they'll get a shock of their life. But they'll not accept us still. They're like stubborn. You know. They got enough evidence to know God is there, enough evidence to know soul is there, but they're like kutte ka poonch hota na, dog's tail. They don't agree. So now it's not impossible for scientists today to do. It will happen one day. Correct? It is just some few tubes you have to interconnect. You have to do it fast, and maybe they will do it in cold temperature so that nobody dies. Okay? They'll get a shock of their life. Let them try animals first. What is the shock of their life? The person is not the head, is something different. And then still they will not be able to reach the soul. Soul is a very big thing. They'll go into subtle mind or something. Okay. So this is what happened in the case of Dadhichi. So Dadhichi is a very self-realized soul. Otherwise Ashwini Kumaras have not taken so much trouble to receive. Hana? So he is self-realized. And what is self-realization? We think it's a very big thing. No. So nice. When you chant Hare Krishna, it is so nice. That so nice increases. That's all. That is self-realization. Self-realization doesn't mean I have to cram 10,000 shlokas. Okay? When I chant Hare Krishna, it's so nice. I look at the deity, it is so nice. I read Bhagavad Gita, that is so nice. That increases. Advancement of Krishna consciousness means Jnana and Vairagya. Jnana means Krishna starts looking more and more attractive. Jnana doesn't mean academic. That is realization. And Vairagya, as Krishna consciousness looks more and more sweet and wonderful, the material world and its attraction we become indifferent to that. What do you become? Totally indifferent to the material world and its attractions. We become indifferent. So here we have an example of Dadhichi Muni, and he is leaving the body. Okay. That is revelation of the Vedic literature. We are not the body, we are spirit soul. Spirit soul belongs to the spiritual world, and coming to this world is totally unnecessary for the soul. Just like we made a very big mistake. If we can understand that, we'll go back. We made a terrible mistake coming to this world. It was not the right decision. Or you take economically, it is a loss-making business. We are a loser every day. We came with a grand plan to enjoy in this world. And if you look at it materially, there's only frustration in this world. It's not working out. So we take help of the acharyas, help of the shastra to disentangle us from this world and go back to the place where we originally belong. Therefore, Prabhupada always says, back home, back to Godhead, because we are entitled to live in the spiritual world. Nayam de bhajam niloke kashtan kaman arate vidbhujami. This sense gratification, who is entitled to? Even cats and dogs are entitled to. Vidbhujam. Those who eat stool, they are also entitled to that. But actually the soul, daya bhak, the example is given. When a devotee understands that any situation manifest is in front of him, he tries to do his best according to the shastra and guru, sadhu he has learned. But any situation manifest is the mercy of Krishna. And even in that condition, which may be sometimes favorable, sometimes unfavorable, he always remembers Krishna. Going back to Krishna becomes his daya bhag, becomes his right. Hridvag vapubhi, with body, mind and word, is always offering service to Krishna. Then going back becomes his right. So actually we are entitled to, we have the privilege to live with Krishna and offer pure devotion service. But unfortunately, we are stuck in this world. We do not know what we are entitled to. It's like sometimes Prabhupada gives an example of a poor man. He is roaming in the street. He doesn't know he is the son of a very rich man. There is no need for him to loiter in the street. He doesn't know. Similarly, we do not know. We are all sons of Krishna. Mame amsha. Not only that, Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita, I love you. Okay? Isn't it? Mother feels or not, you will know. The child is part of the body. That feeling is there. Why there is a special attachment to the child? Why? Why not to another child? Because he's part of my body. Correct? Krishna feels that it's part of my body. The soul. Mame amsha. You are my part. So his love is intense actually. It's not that just like parents, they don't shy in sharing their opulence with the child. My child stay in the same house happily. True. Rather, they may not eat. They are very happy the child eats. More than them, they are ready to share the opulence with the child. True or not? Why doesn't Krishna want? Krishna wants. Lovingly, he wants to share his opulence with us. He wants us to come to the spiritual world and live comfortably in a sweet, loving dealing with them. And he wants to share whole opulence of Vaikuntha with us. But we do not want. That's our lamentation. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nijasarva Shakti Tatrapita Niyamita Smaranena Kala Eta Dishi Tavakipa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdev Vidashami Hajani Nanuraga. He says, my dear Lord, you have invested all the potency in a holy name, but I have no taste for chanting them. I am so unfortunate. I have no taste for chanting your holy names. Correct? So we should pray to the Lord that I want to come back, my Lord, to your lotus feet, but I have no taste. I have no interest. So please help me. Please bless me. So Dadhichi Muni, now we are reading all this thing. How much it inspires. Where we will get this information? Where we will get. Therefore, Bhagavatam is called by Lord Chaitanya as spotless Puran. And Prabhupada makes it even more sweeter with this purpose. Just like a parrot. It said in the Bhagavatam that mangoes are very nice. But the parrot, when it picks, the taste becomes even more sweeter. That is the third verse of the Bhagavatam. This Bhagavatam is so sweet anyway. But coming from the mouth of Shuka, it has become more sweeter. Similarly, look at the purpose Prabhupada has given. Makes it even more sweet. He expands on the same thing. He said, devotee will not even perceive the pain of death. What more you want? Chant nicely. He's guaranteeing it. You'll not be able to perceive. And Prabhupada says he's going to live, he's not going to die. He says devotee does not die, he's going to live. There is a famous verse in Bhagavatam. It says, both by rising and setting, the sun takes one more day from your life. Yesterday I was discussing this point. To live is wonderful, not die. He died, that is not big deal. You meet somebody, still alive, you go and meet Yadav, still alive? That should be surprise. Because actually people should die here. This is a world of death. Mrityu lok. How exact is the definition of the Shastra? What is it? Mrityu lok. Right outside your house. Mrityu lok. Everybody. Any day. Why you wrote that? People write big names outside their house. This, that. They want to stay in illusion. What they want to stay in? Illusion. It is said an example. The person is sitting on a tree branch, and what is happening is that the branch is being eaten by two rats. That is day and night, black and white. Slowly they are. He is sitting on the branch. And below a big snake, he is waiting to, and one tiger. Both are waiting below for him to fall. Okay? And why is he not jumping from the branch? Because above his branch, another branch, some honey is there. And sometimes one drop falls. So we are so much stuck to enjoying this world, and that enjoyment is like sometime one drop of honey. You have seen that? Okay? But the branch, day and night, the two rats, they're cutting the branch. Okay? Anytime it will fall. And who are waiting below? Tiger and a big snake are waiting. Come, please, come. So death is waiting to swallow us with unbearable, pain and difficulties, but we will not give up, because one or two drops, we keep dreaming, I'll enjoy. Correct? And some fool is there. I had yesterday one drop. It was so nice. And there is Krishna waiting in the same tree. Come, we will go. Finish. We will go back to Godhead. So therefore it is said, by rising and setting the sun takes away every day your life, and you are nearing your death. But for a person who is chanting Hare Krishna, sun loses power to take away the life. Loses the power. Somebody asked Prabhupada, so he's not going to die? No, devotee does not die. He's going to live. Prabhupada says very loud, he's going to live. Very death for him. Correct? Live means he will enter the spiritual world. He will live eternally. So what do you want? You want to die, take birth, die? See, this knowledge is so much common in India. I remember, once I had gone to my home, and this was my brother's marriage. Reluctantly I went. So all the relatives came to meet me. I never went to the marriage scene. I was there in the house. They all came to meet me. So many asked me, हम तो संसार में फंसे हैं, हमको मोक्ष मिलेगा क्या? This is our culture. It is can I get liberated from this world? True? But you are so much making grand plans of what? That one drop of honey. Next time the drop will fall, I will put my mouth fully open. So full drop can come in. That is our life. We are so unfortunate. And sitting among fools, the Kali Yuga so-called intelligent people are nothing but big fools. Sitting among these fools, we are also cheated. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.